Hey everyone, this is Paul. Welcome to Come Touch of Fantasy, and I want to talk about unhauls today. I unhauled about 50 books or more to the Goodwill this morning, and I wanted to talk about it. I felt kind of weird to make a video about which books I'm unhauling. The reason why I felt really weird was because a lot of the books I did not read. I got rid of a lot of books that over the years I've bought used. When I got back into reading, I wanted to have a book collection that was way too ambitious for the amount of room I have, and also way too ambitious for the speed that I read. And I bought way too many books. I bought a lot of used books. The vast majority of the books that I unhauled, I would say 95% of them, were books that I've bought used over the years for less than a dollar, maybe two, $1.50 or something like that, 50 cents. And I got rid of quite a few of them. And the books I've gotten rid of were uh, series, large books, large book series. I kept the first few books of these series, but I decided to get rid of all the books after the third book. So, for example, Terry Goodkind, I kept the first three books of his Sword of Truth series, but I got rid of probably eight books that were later on. I read the first book a long time ago when I was a teenager, and I liked it for the time and how old I was. I liked it, but I had to be honest with myself about where this series fell for me as far as priority, and I the priority is just not there. Um, and I probably wouldn't read the series until like 3 or 4 years from now, and that's without buying new books. Because I felt like even the new books that I would buy would actually be the priority over those books. So that's why I got rid of a lot of those type of books. Terry Brooks, I got rid of books past the second series of the genre books. I got a ton of those books once at Goodwill, and I just I'm just not going to read them anytime soon. If in the future I go and read those books and I really like them, then I should go out and buy the new books to support the author, because I had all the used books, and no money is going to the author through used books, right? So I figured if I try it in the future and I love it, then the new books that are in the rest of the series, I'll go and buy and actually support the author. uh, but yeah, also Ellie Modsat Jr., I had a lot of his books. I kept like the first three books in his Recluse series and got rid of a ton of books after that. I got rid of quite a few of my older books that I read when I was a kid. Just got rid of a lot of things that I didn't see myself reading anytime soon. And I had to be honest with myself that the books that I buy now are probably going to be books that I want to read more than these books. So if I kept on buying books, I would just never read these books that are so low on my TBR list. So I just had to be honest with myself. And in being honest with myself, I had to say to myself, Paul, you need to stop buying so many books too. I really had a plan coming into this year of buying one book a month, but honestly, the sales that I get online at Barnes and Noble online, the sales are so good because I always get coupons in the mail because I'm a member, and I get free shipping. Coupons in the mail, free shipping. They have a ton of different deals where if you buy two, you get one free, or if you buy two for this amount of money, buy three for this amount of money. And the deals are just so good. And I always think, well, I better buy it now because I'm actually saving money. Because if I would buy it in the future at full price, it would be more than if I bought it now. But I I don't I don't need to think that way. Now, I'm not judging or anything. I'm just talking about my own experience. You guys do you, I'll do me. It's fine. I like buying books. I like buying books to support authors. I bought a book the other day because I liked the author, and I had no desire to read the book. I know that's stupid, but the author, I liked him. I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy his book because I like him. I want to support his job. And honestly, without people like me that buy a ton of books that get unread, authors would make a lot less money. They really would. And they don't make a lot of money now, so I don't feel really that bad about buying too many books, because I always think that I'm supporting the industry that I love, the hobby that I love, so it's not a waste of money to me, and it's fun to buy books too. But I am trying not to buy any books, so I'm on a book buying ban until Christmas. We'll see what happens with that. But I wanted to talk about my experience with the unhauling and just kind of talk about it a little bit. What about you guys? What do you do when you unhaul books? How do you unhaul books? What makes you decide to unhaul books? I have a lot of books that I really like that I keep. And I'm very selfish about books that I love. So I keep them. I always think maybe in the future, maybe I'll reread them. But if I can't even read all the new books that I have, how am I ever going to reread the books that I love? So, I don't know. But I want to talk about it a little bit and just throw some thoughts your guys' way. And let me know. How do you guys decide on what books to keep, what books to get rid of? How do you manage your TBR with your books? Just let's talk about it a little bit. No judgments whatsoever. It's okay to do whatever you want. Buy as many books as you want. Read as little as you want. Read as much as you want. All that stuff's fine. But it's still an interesting topic to discuss. All right? Thanks for watching. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. And I will talk to everyone soon.